Throughout the month of January, we have featured different fitness and fitness trends such as running, boxing, Pilates, and this time we talk about one of the latest workouts called Plana Forma. And here with us in the studio are instructors Van Manalo and Dela Riva. Good evening, guys, and welcome to the Solar Sports Desk.
Good evening.
Welcome. Okay, first off, what is Plana Forma?
Okay, it's a bar technique. We learned it from Physique 57 in New York. So we went there for a 3-week training. And yes, it's generally strength training.
Bar technique meaning?
Meaning you have
like
a ballet bar.
A ballet,
yeah,
okay, yes.
You grab on it and do your squats.
Like plie.
Maybe
no?
not.
Okay, there you go.
Maybe not.
But okay, let's go back. You went to a teacher training in New York for several months.
But 3 weeks.
Three weeks. Sorry,
Yes.
3 weeks. Several weeks. 3 weeks in New York. And what is there's a different type of exercise that it's called in New York, and it's not Plana Forma.
Right. And there are lots.
Okay.
Lots of bar method. So it comes from Lot-Burke method. And there are 3 underneath it, and then we're under one of the 3.
Okay.
Okay. What exactly is part of the Plana Forma routine? Because I see a lot of dancing. Now you have dumbbells. What goes into this exercise?
That is one feature that Plana Forma teaches. That's
Okay.
that is a part of our Zumba classes.
Okay.
But basically, Plana Forma is a mixture of ballet, Pilates, and yoga, all fused into one class.
So you get everything in one class,
Yeah.
basically. Is what you're saying. Okay. So I mean, there's this thing. Honestly, I've actually tried it.
You did that?
Not that one. That's a different class. But I've
Zumba.
actually tried. This is more Zumba what they're showing. But I've actually tried a Plana Forma class, and the way I see it, okay, it's when guys go to like different types of gyms and the workouts that guys usually do. When you do Plana Forma, guys tend to do workout muscles that we don't really use at all. So I was in a class, Chet. I was in a class with pretty much all females except for me. And I could say I was the weakest one there. Because it was, that's what it is, right?
You were working out muscles that you never knew you had.
I never knew you would use them. And I was using it, and I was really weak compared to all the ladies in the class with me.
Yeah, usually girls beat up guys just like that.
In Plana.
In Plana Forma, yeah.
Okay. So what is let's say, the focus of Plana Forma? Is it the core? Is it more like muscular development? Or just dancing for fun?
Basically, we have segments. So we usually start with the warm-up. Basically, we start to fire up, increase our heart rates and everything. And then we work on the thighs. Specifically, we have sets, each workout focusing on our thighs, on our seat, on our arms, and then we strengthen the core.
Okay.
There you go.
And obviously, you guys are also wearing these special socks.
Yeah, what is this, by the way?
We can get
grippy socks.
These are special socks that the students in the class and the instructors in the class wear. But can you tell us why exactly they look like this, and what are those little dots and designs on them?
Well, these are grippy socks, and you need them so that you don't slip. Because when you're like in a deep squat, your chances of sliding is kind of high.
So they're the equivalent of those little ducks you stick on the bathtub. So
Maybe.
you don't slip when you step into the shower.
Kind of works similarly.
Okay. So you mentioned a lot about let's say when you squat, the core as well. Where do these, let's say, techniques come from, or what is the basis of these exercises?
So, Plana Forma is interval training, first and foremost, and then it works on overload principle. So you really build a lot of heat, almost like you don't want to come back the next day.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. But some people really find it addicting and empowering.
Okay.
So we work on isometrics, meaning very small movements, very small pulses, but we also combine the small pulses with big range of motion.
Okay.
So that's about it.
So there's you mentioned the small pulses, and there's these when you're in a class, you always hear the tuck and
Tuck, hold,
tuck,
yeah.
tuck and hold, tuck, all those kind of things. And like, check, you have to try it out because you're really gonna work out things that you've never.
What is tuck tuck hold?
Tuck, tuck, explain that. Can you explain it?
What is this tuck tuck hold I am hearing of?
So basically, on our segments, we usually work with certain variations, wherein you concentrate or work on those specifically. For example, given your thighs, we use certain variations of exercises. You do circles, you do tucks, and then you do holds. So basically, it's not enough that you do it and then you're done.
Yeah.
So you have to, how do you say this?
To complicate
things, yeah, a little bit. Just to make it cerebral and physical as well at the same time.
So for your reps, again, you mentioned that it's very small, repetitive movements.
Yeah.
As opposed to, let's say, a kettlebell workout where your swings are long and drawn out. What is the advantage of doing small and repetitive movements as opposed
pulses.
to, again, like let's say a kettlebell swing?
Yeah, biomechanically speaking, small isometric training produces more strength.
Okay.
So you get stronger, and the mere fact that it's interval training, then your heart rate goes up, your heart rate goes down. That gives you your cardio workout.
Okay. So when you say that it gives you more strength, because in my mind, okay, when you say kettlebell, you're using a lot. Also, you're using some, I guess, momentum.
You squat.
You're
also.
using a little bit of momentum with the kettlebell.
Yeah.
But in Plana Forma, when you use the little weights and you pulse, it's almost like there's zero momentum that you're using. That you're basically really using the muscles. I mean, if I'm correctly to explain it that way.
So we are more of the control of the movement rather than you swing the weights up and then you bring it down, you forcefully bring it down just like that.
Okay.
With us, we focus more on you lifting and stretching everything and working things out, basically focusing and targeting each and every muscle on the body.
Okay, so for someone to go into a Plana Forma class, what would their end goal be? Is it just to lose weight? Is it to tone?
Well, for the past 4 years that I've been practicing Forma, it's a good maintenance. And then depending on your body type, some bodies respond to exercise very quickly, some rather slowly. But my body responds very quickly, and maybe 5 sessions, I can see results already.
5 sessions.
Maybe even,
How
10.
long is one session?
55 minutes.
55. Hindi na lang 1 hour. But, okay, where is your studio?
So we have 2 locations. You can find us in the fort. It's around near the American Cemetery. And then you can also find us at Centris.
Eton Centris.
Eton Centris.
Eton. And do you have a website or anything like that where people can get a hold of you guys?
Yes, you can.
You can check
the easiest way is Google.
Yeah, Google.
Google Plana Forma.
Google Plana Forma.
Or you can check our site. It's forma-asia.com.
Okay.
Where you can find It's forma-asia.com. Yeah. Where you can find everything, backgrounds about our instructors, our class schedules, where it is located. There's a map over there.
Yeah.
It's gonna help for you to.
And before that too, I mean, tomorrow is the weekend, and obviously during the weekends, a lot of classes like yoga classes and stuff like that, they don't really have late afternoon sessions. They always end at around 3 p.m. and it's like usually the last class. In Plana Forma, what's the last class during the weekends usually?
Oh, usually weekends we last until 5:30 in the evening.
Okay.
That's the last class starting, and then we end up at around 6:30.
So 5:30. So for those people who like to go out and go home a little bit later and wake up a little bit like around lunchtime, you can make it to make it to 5 p.m. class and be completely fine.
Sweat all the guilt.
Yes.
Sweat all the guilt out.
All right. Thank you so much, Clark.
Thank you.
And then